Good morning, beta. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Beta, did you try out the assignment questions?
Last
Yes, sir.
fifth वाला की बस.
Okay. Were you able to solve them?
Fifth वाला तो हो गया सर. बाकी वो शायद
Yes, sir.
six वाले थे.
एक सर ये मिडवे पॉइंट और एक क्वेश्चन नंबर 4.
Okay.
सर
okay.
सिर्फ क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 प्रॉब्लम है थोड़ी सी, लेकिन बाकी तो हो गया. बाकी तो नॉर्मल ही है, वो कर सकते हैं. मिडवे भी
Right.
इजीली हो जाएगा सर.
राइट बेटा. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 में इसलिए प्रॉब्लम है बिकॉज क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 जो है इट इन्वॉल्व्स द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ नेपियर रूल, जो मैंने अभी आपके साथ किया नहीं है. सो व्हाट आई विल डू इज instead of going into the doubts, I will just leave the doubts
Sir-
for the time being.
Sir, can you just hold on, sir? Just a moment.
Okay beta.
Good morning, sir. Just log in, sir.
Good morning beta.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. सो बेटा जो क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 है, नंबर 4 में यूज़ होता है नेपियर्स रूल, जो मैंने अभी आपके साथ किया नहीं है. सो वंस वी डू द नेपियर्स रूल, दिस क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 आल्सो यू विल बी एबल टू अटेम्प्ट. सो
सर जीसी से सारे वेज ट्राई आउट करके देख लिए, लेकिन निकला ही नहीं सर.
नो प्रॉब्लम बेटा, अभी हो जाएगा वो, डोंट वरी. सो व्हाट वी विल डू इज
दो साइड्स और अदर एंगल दिया हुआ है इसलिए.
right. So what we will do now is I will cover up the Napier's rule concept with you. Once you understand the Napier's rule, you should be able to solve this question easily. So anyway, मैंने आपको ये जो assignment है इसके solutions भी अभी WhatsApp group पे share कर दिए हैं. So once you know the Napier's rule, their application, you should be able to get a clue how to go ahead and solve these questions. So we will do the Napier's rule now, and if there are still any doubts, तो next session में हम इस assignment को पूरा discuss कर लेंगे. Okay.
सर ये मिड पॉइंट जो निकालना है उसका.
Okay. Midpoint is very easy बेटा.
Yes, sir. हो गया है वो भी. और
तो इजी है वो, थोड़ा ट्राई करके नहीं देखा होगा सर. हो जाएगा, इजी है वो.
Okay.
ट्रायंगल ही बनाना है उसका, बस और कुछ नहीं.
Let me show you बेटा. So you are talking about question number 1 बेटा, right?
Yes sir, yes.
Okay. अब देखो बेटा, question number 1 में when he asks you about the midpoint, on the right side, can you see the diagram? Let me zoom in a little bit. We have the diagram on this side, and how do we find out the midpoint here is, you see you have the initial and final positions, so you can easily find out the great circle distance, that is A to B. This distance you can find out.
Yes, sir.
You can
Yes,
also find out the initial course beta.
Yes, sir.
This also can be found out. ये दोनों चीजें हमारे पास आ जाएंगी. Now you also have the papa alpha side, this one.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
This is
for that.
also known to us. अब बेटा जब आपके पास ये टोटल डिस्टेंस आ गया, ओके, टोटल डिस्टेंस इन दिस केस कम्स टू 1829 माइल्स, सो आप उसको हाफ करके ये वाला डिस्टेंस भी निकाल सकते हो, A to M। We want the position of the midpoint, so if you half the total distance, आपको A to M या B to M दोनों सेम होंगे, ये दोनों डिस्टेंसेस पता चल जाएंगे, राइट?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now once you know this distance AM, now you can concentrate on triangle PAM। ये वाली ट्रायंगल पे कंसंट्रेट करो, PAM, पापा अल्फा माइक। So once you concentrate on this particular triangle, you see you have two sides. One is Papa Alpha, which is available to you. The second side is Alpha Mike, which is again available to you. It is half of your GC distance. And third is angle A, which is available to you. So two sides and the included angle. Apply this condition and you get the answer by cosine formula. अब आपने जब कोसाइन फार्मूला से अप्लाई करना है तो सबसे पहले आपके पास कौन सी चीज आएगी बेटा?
PM.
राइट, यू विल हैव द साइड PM विद यू। एंड कैन एनीवन टेल मी व्हाट इज PM साइड बेटा?
Collat of M.
वेरी गुड, दैट इज द कोलैट ऑफ पोजीशन M. So as you get this PM side, you get the latitude of your position M. So once the latitude is there, then for finding the longitude, again apply cosine formula in this triangle, and now you find
Angle
out
P.
angle P. So what does angle P give us?
D long between A and M.
Very good. It gives us the D long between A and M. We have the longitude of A available to us. Apply this D long to the longitude and you will get the longitude of the position M. Okay beta, is it okay, clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Number 4, just leave for the time being. Let me cover up the Napier rule with you. Once Napier rule is done, then you should be able to do number 4 also beta.
सर एक डाउट पूछनी है।
बोलो बेटा।
पूछ लो।
सर ये जो इनिशियल कोर्स हमने निकाला है क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 में,
राइट
सर ये आंसर में हम ऐसे ही लिखेंगे नॉर्थ वेस्ट करके, या सर एग्जैक्ट कोर्स लिखेंगे जैसे 284 ऐसे करके?
बेटा बेटर यू राइट इट इन 3 फिगर नोटेशन। मैंने यहाँ ज़्यादातर 3 फिगर नोटेशन में ही लिखा है, बाय चांस एक क्वाड्रेंटल में रह गया है, बट इट इज़ बेटर यू राइट इन 3 फिगर।
ओके सर।
सर अभी जैसे M के लैटिट्यूड एंड लॉन्गिट्यूड हमें निकालने हैं सर, और
Right.
ये नॉर्थ नदर्न साइड में है सर। A to B we are going and B is in the south, sir. For
Right.
example.
Right, beta.
And we have to name the latitude and longitude. Now we will consider the DLAT, sir, right? For naming the latitude, we will find out the DLAT, like from north to, since it is going from north to south, so it will come as south, the naming of the latitude of M.
For point M beta?
Yes, sir.
नहीं बेटा, that is not required. जब आपके पास ये साइड PM आ जाएगी ना, पापा माइक साइड, ये आपको मिलेगी कोसाइन फॉर्मूला से, दिस वन।
Yes, sir.
जो भी इसकी वैल्यू आती है बेटा, ओके, लेट अस से इसकी वैल्यू आती है, you can take any arbitrary figure. Let me show you what the actual value is. PM comes out to be 38 degrees, somewhere close to 38 degrees. Okay, so let me write it here.
Yes.
जो ये साइड है पापा माइक, ये आ रही है 38 डिग्रीज. सो दिस टेल्स अस कि जो ये पोल है हमारा, इस पोल से हमारी M पोजीशन 38 डिग्रीज दूर है. Now which is this pole beta which we have taken? Is it the north pole or the south pole?
This is the north pole, sir.
So
North pole.
if you have a position which is 38 degrees away from the north pole, तो इसका latitude क्या होगा? North होगा या south होगा?
So this will be south. This is clear, sir. I'm just talking about in case we are going from A to B and B is in the south. Then the naming
you are
of
saying,
latitude of M.
okay, you are saying that B is in the southern hemisphere, right?
Yes, sir. That is right, sir. That is right.
Okay, okay बेटा, okay. Even then बेटा, जो
So we
ये
will.
पापा माइक की वैल्यू आएगी, ये आपको बता देगी कि लैटिट्यूड नॉर्थ है या साउथ. अगर ये वैल्यू 90 से कम है, दैट मीन्स यू आर विद इन 90 डिग्रीज ऑफ द नॉर्थ पोल, तो आपको पता है मेरा लैटिट्यूड नॉर्थ ही होगा. और अगर ये वैल्यू 90 से ज़्यादा आ जाती है, लेट अस से इट कम्स टू 110. इफ़ यू आर 110 डिग्रीज अवे फ्रॉम द नॉर्थ पोल, you know you are in the southern hemisphere. So this value coming greater than 90 tells you that you are in the southern hemisphere. So इसी वैल्यू से आपको अपना हेमिस्फीयर पता चल जाएगा, the direction of latitude of position M.
Okay, sir. Okay, this is clear.
Okay बेटा.
And sir, can't we also take like that the DLAT, like DLAT formula? Since it is going from north to south, the DLAT is also will be southerly. So will
but
it be
बेटा
also okay like that, or it will be wrong?
नहीं, वो आप निकाल नहीं पाओगे बेटा, क्योंकि इसमें हमें डीलैट की फिगर पता नहीं चलेगी ना.
सर वो तो सर गलत भी हो
Yeah, I
सकता है
was just.
क्योंकि
हमें डीलैट की यहाँ पे
Yeah,
फिगर
yeah.
नहीं मिलने वाली. We
हाँ
will
वो
not
ठीक है
know.
सर, लेकिन मैं ए और बी का ही कंसीडर कर रहा था, लाइक गोइंग फ्रॉम ए टू बी, नॉर्थ टू साउथ, सो इट विल बी सदरली. It can be wrong because it can be also in north.
Yeah, if A is in the
yeah, it
northern
will be
hemisphere,
going from north to lesser north also. It will be south. DLAT will be south also.
right? So don't go with the DLAT thing. You look at the
Okay.
value of the side PM, Papa Mike. It will immediately tell
Yeah,
you
okay sir.
whether the latitude is north or south.
Okay sir, clear sir.
Okay. Okay. और बताओ बेटा, और क्या डाउट्स हैं?
सर कल आपने कुछ सेंटेंस बोला था रिगार्डिंग द फिगर्स कि इफ यू मेक द फिगर लाइक दिस देन आंसर कैन बी रॉन्ग. वैसे मेरा नेट थोड़ा सा आउट हो गया था सर. क्या बोला था, कुछ रिपीट कर देंगे सर? आपको अगर
अभी समझा रहा हूँ बेटा. ये देखो बेटा, जो ये फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, इसमें 50 डिग्री 4 नॉर्थ 545 वेस्ट, ये हमारी इनिशियल पोजीशन है. और जो फाइनल पोजीशन है ये 4734 नॉर्थ एंड 5240 वेस्ट, ये फाइनल पोजीशन है. अब मुझे अपनी डायग्राम बनानी है PAB ट्रायंगल. नाउ इफ आई मेक माय PAB ट्रायंगल लाइक दिस, अगर मैं अपनी PAB ट्रायंगल को ऐसे बना दूं, ओके, A का लैटिट्यूड 50 नॉर्थ था, B का लैटिट्यूड 4734 था. सो मैंने B को थोड़ा सा नीचे साउथ में रखा है, A को नॉर्थ में रखा है. लॉन्जिट्यूड 545 वेस्ट था, इसका 5240 वेस्ट था. ओके, मैंने ऐसे डायग्राम बना दी. अब अगर हम ऐसे डायग्राम बनाएंगे और इसे कोसाइन फार्मूला से सॉल्व करेंगे, तो ये गलत हो जाएगा. जो आपके आंसर्स
डायरेक्शन
राइट, बिकॉज हम लोग 5 डिग्री वेस्ट से 52 डिग्री वेस्ट में जा रहे हैं. सो वी आर गोइंग इन विच डायरेक्शन?
कोर्स पे जा रहे हैं.
We are going in a westerly direction. That tells me जो B point है, it has to be west of A. It has to be here somewhere. So हमारी triangle जो है correct तब बनेगी when point B comes to the west of A. This was what I was saying, बेटा.
थैंक यू सर।
Okay. और बताओ बेटा, और कोई डाउट other than number 4? Okay.
सर एक मिनट, सर ये जो हम लोगों ने मिड पॉइंट निकालने के लिए वर्टेक्स ड्रॉप किया है वहां से,
बेटा वर्टेक्स तो ड्रॉ ही नहीं किया अभी, तो वर्टेक्स का
नहीं
कॉन्सेप्ट
वर्टेक्स नहीं, सही है मिड पॉइंट जो इस पे ड्रॉप किया हमने बीच में,
राइट.
इसमें से क्या ये जो एंगल निकलेगा PAM ट्रायंगल में, एंगल P, सर कैन दैट बी जो हमारा PAB का एंगल P होगा डिवाइडेड बाय 2?
So you want to ask whether these two angles are equal or not?
Yes sir.
No, they are not equal, beta.
Okay.
They are not equal. So you cannot half the D long and find out the position of M. That cannot be done.
Okay sir. क्योंकि सर ये डाउट इसलिए आता है क्योंकि ये बिल्कुल मिड पॉइंट में ड्रॉप कर देना इसके वहां से.
No beta, no, the D long will not be equal. The D long will be different. Just to give you a little more understanding, ये D long सिर्फ एक ही केस में इक्वल हो सकता है, स्पेशल केस. वो केस है अगर A और B का लैटिट्यूड सेम हो. इफ देयर लैटिट्यूड्स आर सेम, देन इन दैट केस जो आपका मिड पॉइंट आएगा उसका D long भी दोनों से सेम होगा. दैट्स ए स्पेशल केस.
Okay sir.
Okay, but in any other case the midpoint will not be at equal D long from initial and final positions. Okay. और बताओ बेटा, और क्या डाउट्स हैं? All clear for now?
Yes sir.
Okay.
Yes sir.
All right. Okay. So beta, now we have basically covered up the spherical trigonometry concepts, basic concepts, great circle, small circle and cosine formula. And इसके साथ ही हमने ये सीखा है that how to solve a basic great circle sailing problem, जिसमें हम initial final courses निकालते हैं और great circle distance निकालते हैं, all using the cosine formula only. Now some of the examination questions involve finding intermediate positions. कुछ एक intermediate position हम cosine formula से भी find out कर सकते हैं, जैसे इस असाइनमेंट में हमने मिड पॉइंट को फाइंड आउट किया. बट इफ दे टेल यू टू फाइंड इंटरमीडिएट पोजीशंस इन ए डिफरेंट सेटिस्फाइंग ए डिफरेंट कंडीशन, लेट अस से फॉर एग्जांपल वो आपको ये बोलते हैं कि इन दोनों पॉइंट्स के बीच में एवरी 5 डिग्री डी लॉन्ग पे आप इंटरमीडिएट पोजीशंस का पता करो. ओके, दैट इज़ व्हाट वी डू एक्चुअली इन प्रैक्टिकल पैसेज प्लानिंग ऑल्सो. जब हम ग्रेट सर्कल सेलिंग पैसेज प्लान बनाते हैं तो हम पूरा ग्रेट सर्कल ट्रैक अपने चार्ट पे ड्रॉ नहीं करते, हम इंटरमीडिएट पोजीशंस को फाइंड आउट करते हैं एंड वी ज्वाइन देम यूजिंग रम्ब लाइंस. सो मूविंग ऑन ए ग्रेट सर्कल पैसेज इज एक्चुअली इन एक्चुअल पैसेज प्लान मूविंग अलोंग ए सीरीज ऑफ रम्ब लाइन ट्रैक्स. अब ऐसे इंटरमीडिएट पॉइंट्स को अगर हमें ढूंढना हो तो कोसाइन फार्मूला अलोन विल नॉट बी एनफ. उसके लिए हमें नेपियर्स रूल को यूज़ करना होगा. सो वी आर नाउ गोइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आर दीज नेपियर्स रूल्स, हाउ दे आर अप्लाइड. आप इनको प्रीसी में भी देख चुके हो, सेकेंड मिड में भी देख चुके हो. सो दिस इज़ द सेकेंड रिवीजन विच इज़ कमिंग इन. So we will see how these rules are applied, in which condition Napier rule is applicable. And एक बार हमें ये Napier rule का concept समझ में आ जाए, then we will understand the concept of vertex. Vertex क्या होता है? Vertex is a special point on the great circle track where the great circle track reaches its highest latitude. So vertex is a very important point. कोई भी intermediate position अगर हमें अपने ट्रैक पे ढूंढनी हो तो हमें सबसे पहले vertex का पता करना पड़ता है. You cannot find out the intermediate positions directly. First, you will need to find out the vertex of the great circle. Once vertex is known, after that any number of intermediate positions can be easily found out using the Napier's rules. So vertex is our next target, very important point on the great circle track. We will see what this vertex is. फिर इसके बाद हम देखेंगे Napier rule कैसे अप्लाई करते हैं, और फिर हम देखेंगे कि वर्टेक्स और नेपियर रूल के कॉन्सेप्ट को यूज़ करके हमने इंटरमीडिएट पोजीशंस को कैसे फाइंड आउट करना है. नाउ यू मे नॉट हैव डन दिस इन सेकंड मेट्स. यूजुअली सेकंड मेट लेवल पे जो हमने अभी तक किया है, दिस इज व्हाट इज इंक्लूडेड देयर. डू यू रिमेंबर डूइंग वर्टेक्स एंड इंटरमीडिएट पोजीशन इन सेकंड मेट्स बेटा?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. Vertex.
Okay.
Vertex.
Yes sir, vertex कराया था Napier rules हम लोग को.
Okay. So some of you have done, some of you have not done. No problem at all. We will start it right from the basics and we will try to understand कि ये vertex क्या point होता है, और vertex समझने के बाद हम देखेंगे कि ये Napier rule कैसे apply करते हैं. And once these two are done, then we will be able to solve any problem related to intermediate points on the great circle track. ओके, सो अब ये चीज़ बेटा मैं आपको समझाऊंगा थ्रू द वीडियो. सो फर्स्ट वी विल अंडरस्टैंड द वर्टेक्स. व्हाट इज़ द वर्टेक्स? लेट मी सी हाउ मच वी कैन कवर. आई थिंक टुडे वी विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ वर्टेक्स ओनली. सो आज हम लोग वर्टेक्स समझ लेंगे बेटा. कल मेरा आपके साथ फिर से सेशन है. आई थिंक आई हैव 2 classes with you tomorrow. Friday, yeah, right. I have 2 classes with you tomorrow. So tomorrow we will understand the Napier's rule and its application to find out the intermediate position. So shall we go ahead with the vertex now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubt
Sir,
or queries?
once
in
we
your
know
mind?
the once we know the vertex, we can find out any number of intermediate positions, right?
That's right, beta. That's
Any
right.
number of.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, you can. Okay. So just give me a minute. I'll set up the video.
start our discussion by understanding as to what does vertex mean. Let us take any great circle on the surface of the earth.
Beta, are you able to see the screen clearly and hear the audio going on?
Yes.
Yes, sir, loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So we are now going to understand the concept of vertex. What is this vertex? Now, once the concept is understood, then we will see how this is used to find intermediate positions. So let's proceed.
We see in the diagram the sphere of the earth showing up. We have the poles of the earth coming up on the diagram, followed by equator. And now we take any great circle except the equator. So equator has been left out of our discussion currently. So we take any other great circle. You can see a orange great circle showing up in the diagram. And we consider randomly points on it marked from A to H. So you can see these points also randomly showing up on the great circle drawn on the surface of the earth.
So beta, this is a 3D diagram. You can see the earth shown here, and the blue color circle which you see, that is basically the plane of the equator. So equator is shown in blue, the plane is filled up with the blue color, and the orange or yellow color circle which you see, that is any random great circle which we have picked up on the surface of earth. And on this random great circle, we have marked a few points. So you can see point A here. The point B is where the great circle track crosses the equator. Then you have point C here. The delta point is here. Then moving further, you have Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel. So up to here, have you understood this diagram, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
Now, if a vessel moves along this great circle, starting from A, along the direction of the arrows which are coming up on the screen, so she goes right round this great circle and returns back to point A.
So what we are considering here is, let us assume that we have a ship at position A. Now that ship is moving along this great circle track. So when it is moving on the great circle track in the easterly direction, from A, the next point or waypoint which it will arrive is the Bravo, the B point. So at B point, it will be crossing the equator, and at the same time, it will also enter into the northern hemisphere. A to B stretch was in the southern hemisphere, but as it crosses B and proceeds ahead, it will be moving in the northern hemisphere. Then Bravo to Charlie, the next stretch will be in the northern hemisphere only. And as the vessel moves from Bravo to Charlie, you can see its latitude will keep on increasing. After Charlie point, when it proceeds ahead towards Delta, the latitude again keeps on increasing. And you see at this point Delta, it will attain the highest latitude possible for this great circle. After Delta point, the latitude will start to decrease. It will go on other side of the Earth sphere, and it will start to move from Delta to Echo. So at Echo, the latitude will be lesser than what was at Delta point. And then from Echo further, if it continues on the great circle track, it will move and come to position F, Foxtrot position, which is again at the equator. After Foxtrot, it is going to enter into the southern hemisphere. So F to G, Foxtrot to Golf, Golf to Hotel will be the stretch in southern hemisphere, and at H point, Hotel point, it will reach its maximum southerly latitude. After crossing H, again the latitude will start to decrease and it will again come back at A. So this is a complete great circle track around the Earth. So is this clear up to here, beta?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Let's proceed.
What do we see as the vessel sails along this great circle? We see that at each point, the vessel has a different course. Why? Because the great circle track cuts the meridian at each point at a different angle. Also, the coordinate of each point along the great circle, that is their latitude and longitude, are different. And what do we see as far as coordinates are concerned? That of all the points along the great circle, point D is the point where the vessel shall reach the highest northerly latitude. And likewise, point H would be the point where the vessel shall reach the highest southerly latitude. These 2 points, D and H, where the great circle has the highest latitude, or the points having the highest latitude along the great circle, are the points referred to as the vertices of the great circle.
So is it clear, beta, the vertex?
Yes, so the highest points along the track of the great circle.
Right. The highest latitude points on the great circle track. So you can now very well see that every great circle track will have 2 vertices. One will be in the northern hemisphere and the second one will be in the southern hemisphere. And also, beta, one very important thing which you should try to understand here is that when the vessel is moving on the great circle track, its course continuously keeps on changing. When we move on a rhumb-line track, our course does not change from the starting position to the destination. Moving along a rhumb-line track on a Mercator chart, the course does not change. The course remains the same. But when we move on a great circle track, the course continuously changes. Just to give you an idea, when the ship is at point B, you can see that the course of the ship will be somewhere in the northeasterly quadrant. It could be, we can assume that the course is 045 when the ship is at point B. Now, as it approaches ahead on the great circle track and reaches at point D, now at point D, the course will be 090. It will be exactly going into the screen. This is a 3D picture, 3D diagram being shown. So are you able to visualize, beta, that at point D, the vessel will be going exactly into the screen and its course will be 090. Are you able to visualize that, beta?
Sir, please repeat.
Yes, it will be going.
Okay. No problem. It will be repeated once again in the video also. Let me repeat it here also. Now at point B, let us say the vessel is proceeding on a course of 045. Okay. So you can see here the track is in the direction taking the ship in the northeasterly quadrant. So the course of the ship is 045. The northeasterly course takes the ship from B to C. Latitude is increasing. Now, when it goes from C to D, you see D is the highest latitude point. After crossing D, the latitude will start to decrease. Right, beta? This much is clear?
Yes, sir.
So at point D, the course of the ship would be exactly 090. After you cross D point, the course is going to fall into the southeasterly quadrant because अभी हमारा latitude D के बाद decrease होने वाला है. After crossing D, the course would be 091, 092, 095, 100, 120 that way. So are you able to visualize?
Yes, sir. Sir, one question, sir. Suppose
bolo beta.
we are just going from A to B. Only.
Right, right.
Only A to B. Sir, then still our vertices will be D and H.
हाँ बेटा, wherever you are on this great circle track, whether you are going from A to B or from B to C or from C to E, F to H, anywhere, the vertex of this great circle track will remain same. It will be delta to hotel.
Because it is the arc of the great circle.
Let me go a little bit deeper. Let us say your initial position was A and the final position was B. Now you are moving from A to B, PAB
but
triangle.
Latitude in that case will be only A, na sir?
Ask again, beta.
Sir, I mean, in that case, our highest latitude will be A.
Right. As far as the ship is concerned, the highest latitude where the ship will go is point A.
Yes, sir.
Because the ship is traveling between A to B only. But
sir,
even in that case also, the vertex which we will consider will be the same vertex. In this case, we will be considering H as our vertex.
Sir, if the vessels sail in same hemisphere, then still have to calculate two vertex or only one?
For our calculation, we need only one vertex. So we are not going to find out both the vertex. We will only find one of the vertices. Which one we will find? We will find the vertex which is closer to our great circle track. Say for example, if the ship is going from A to B, the vertex which is closer to me is hotel H. So I will consider this vertex for my calculation. But if the vessel is going from C to E, Charlie to Echo, then the vertex which is closer is the delta vertex. So I will consider D as my vertex for my calculation purpose. For our calculation, we need only one vertex which is closer to our track.
And sir, supposedly sir, ये जो B point है अभी equator पे है, and we shifted towards northern, मतलब अगर 8-10 degree we go to northerly course.
Right.
Then so sir, we will be finding the H as a vertex or D as the vertex.
Okay. Now you check the latitude of both the places, beta. Initial and final places. दोनों का latitude आप check करो. जिसका भी latitude higher है, आप वही side का vertex ले लो.
अच्छा ठीक है सर, फिर ठीक, ओके.
ओके बेटा.
ओके सर.
ओके. अब एक और डाउट तुम्हारे माइंड में आना चाहिए.
Same latitude, sir.
If you are moving from let us say 20 south to 20 north, अब तो latitude same हो गया. आप कौन सा vertex ले? Say again बेटा.
कोई भी एक फाइंड कर लेते हैं सब सर.
Right. So अगर आपका latitude same है, let us say you are going from 20 south to 20 north. So in that case आपके दोनों हेमिस्फीयर में latitude same है. So आप कोई भी vertex अपनी choice का ले सकते हो, whichever you are comfortable with. Okay बेटा, it is clear up to here?
Yes sir, thank you.
Okay. अब एक और बात बेटा यहाँ पे समझने वाली है. ऐसा पॉसिबल है कि जब आप अपने ग्रेट सर्कल ट्रैक पे चल रहे हो तो वर्टेक्स आपके ट्रैक में ना आए. लेट अस से a ship is moving from Bravo to Charlie now. Bravo to Charlie. Bravo is the initial position. Charlie is the final position. अब जब शिप अपने ट्रैक पे चलेगा तो कोई भी वर्टेक्स हमारे ट्रैक के अंदर नहीं आ रहा है. We know the nearest vertex is D, but it is outside our track. Okay, this is one possibility. But अगर एक शिप जो है ब्रेवो से इको तक ट्रेवल कर रहा है, initial position is Bravo, final position is Eco. Now in this case, the vertex will lie on our track. So दोनों possibilities हैं. वर्टेक्स आपके ट्रैक के अंदर भी आ सकता है और वर्टेक्स ऐसा भी पॉसिबल है कि आपके ट्रैक में ना हो. It all depends upon your initial and final positions. Okay, beta, this is also understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so shall we proceed ahead?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So D and H are the vertices of the great circle. So based on the explanation of the vertex of a GC is a point at which the GC reaches the highest or maximum latitude. In other words, these are the points on the great circle which are closest to the poles. Now, based on this discussion, let's evaluate as to where are the vertices of the meridian. We know all meridians run north-south. Their highest latitude are the geographical poles. Therefore, vertices of every meridian happen to be the North Pole and the South Pole. Where are the vertices of the equator? Now, if you recall, when we started our discussion on vertex, we had left out equator. Why? Because equator is a very special great circle which runs in the east-west direction, and latitude of every point along the equator is 0 degrees. So therefore, the concept of vertex shall not apply to equator. Why? Because the latitudes are measured with respect to equator itself.
So this is also clear, beta?
Okay, sir.
Okay, all right.
Now, having understood what vertex means, let us understand some of the features of the vertex which will help us in solving certain questions. Now, every great circle, of course, excepting equator, has two vertices that are diametrically opposite to each other and one located in each of the hemispheres. With respect to this great circle in question here, we can see it has two vertices, vertex D and vertex H, diametrically opposite to each other, vertex D in the northern hemisphere and vertex H in the southern hemisphere. At the vertex, the great circle track is exactly east-west, and the other way of saying the same thing is that the great circle course of the ship at the vertices is east or west. That means it does not have any northerly or southerly component.
Now, beta, this is a very, very important property of the vertex, which we are going to use in our further questions, that when you reach at the vertex, moving along a great circle track, when you reach at the vertex, the direction of the great circle at that point is exactly east-west. It will not have any north or south component. In other words, it means that when you reach at the vertex, your course could either be 090 or 270. You cannot have any other course other than this. So this is also clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is a very, very important property. If you want, you can write it down in your notebooks. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot also. We will be using it time and again. At the vertex, the great circle track is exactly east-west. That is, vessel's great circle course will be 090 or 270. Okay, beta, noted?
Yes.
So 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Now, to understand this, let's have a look at the highlighter moving along this great circle track, and we can see as it is moving along the great circle track, the northerly latitude is increasing. And we all know that this increase in northerly latitude is because of a northerly component in the course. And of course, this northerly component is continuously changing. What do we see as the vessel goes past point D, that is the vertex? The vessel's northerly latitude starts decreasing. Now, we also know that if the northerly latitude has started decreasing, the course must be now having a southerly component. Therefore, the vessel, as it was moving along here, the track here, had a northerly component of the course. Then it has the southerly component. So somewhere this change has taken place. And the place or the point where the change takes place is point D, where the northerly component was continuously decreasing, becoming 0 at the vertex before the southerly component sets in. So at the vertex, there is no northerly component of the course, there is no southerly component of the course. Therefore, the vessel's course will be either east or west. As the vessel is always aligned along the great circle, therefore, it also means that the great circle track at the vertex or the vertices is running in the east-west direction.
So this is clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
The vertices will be located with a D long of 090 degrees from the positions where the great circle cuts the equator. Now, this great circle is cutting the equator at point P and point F. Vertices are D and H. That means D long between B and D is 90, D and F is 90, F and H is 90, H and B is 90. It's very simple to understand that. If a vessel starts from B, goes along the great circle track and comes back to point B, the D long is 360 degrees. Now, these points, that is point B, D, F, H, B, they divide the great circle into 4 quadrants.
So this is also clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, beta. So we are just about to complete our session. So let's stop it here for today. And in the next session, we will continue exactly from here.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, beta. See you in tomorrow's class then. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you, beta.
Bye, bye, sir. Bye.
Excuse me, sir. I have one doubt. This